Hey. I was thinking, and so I wanted to come on here and share my thoughts with you. You may or may not know this about me, but I'm a very sensitive person. I feel all the feels. I don't know if it's the cancer in me, born July 17th, or what it is, but I am very sensitive. And for the past 5 or 6 days, it's been all about the fires in LA County. It is so devastating, so heartbreaking to see the destruction, to see the people who walked away from their homes and everything to save their lives and then come back to nothing. I can't imagine what that's like. But what is even more frustrating is that it's become politicized. There are people who are on the right blaming any and everybody. They're blaming DEI, mainly because the mayor in LA is a Black woman. The fire chief is a white gay woman, and they're blaming them. One thing that I do know is that you don't get in those positions, especially as someone who is a minority, just because. You have to be more than qualified in order to obtain those leadership type of roles. And yeah, it just makes me think that there are some people who don't even think. I saw a guy who blamed, he didn't even live in LA, but his house burned down and he blamed the LA mayor for it. Like, make it make sense. But what I realize is that a lot of these people have drunk the Kool-Aid. They are brainwashed and not using their brains to realize that she cannot affect what's happening over there with you. I saw in the news that there are tons of people in other communities who are helping those who lost their things, donating clothing, food, toiletries, like whatever it is that you need, they are donating to help the thousands of people who have nothing. I even saw a couple who lost their own home and they came out to help. And I realized something in that moment, where I was reminded of something, that when we are in despair, when we're unhappy, when we're going through anything, the antidote is serving, helping other people. This is going to be a long, painful 4 years. At least that's my thoughts about what's to come with the government. But what I do believe is going to happen is that we're going to come together as a people, as a community, to get through this. We can't rely on the government to save us. We have to do it ourselves. And that is what I was seeing in California. I think what we'll learn and walk away with is community. And it's going to be a beautiful thing because we need to get back to that. We have been so divided. Right now, the people who lost their homes, it didn't matter if they were a Democrat or a Republican or independent. That didn't matter. The fire didn't care. But what we need to get back to is humanity. Get back to humanity and help one another. And so I will say this to you. If there's anything that you could do to help out the people in LA, whether it's giving money, donating, clothing, whatever you could do it because they need us. We need each other. These types of disasters remind me how interdependent we are of one another. What happens to my brothers and sisters in Southern California, it affects me too. It affects you too. And once we realize that we truly are one, And once we get on that one accord, life would be beautiful. But it's going to be some growing pains that we're going to experience in the meantime. But yeah, I just want to leave you with this. Be of service to someone. That's the antidote to get us back to a place. Yeah, to get us back to a place. All righty. So that is it. It's something because I have 1 week before I'm coming off of social media. And I really struggle with this because there is so much misinformation, so much disinformation out there. And we all need to be a voice of truth because it's going to be hard to find it. So I struggle with walking away because we have to share the truth. Otherwise, people won't know it. There's some people who won't receive it, and that's fine. But for those who are willing, yeah, we have to figure this out. I have to figure it out. I still plan on leaving, and maybe I just come post periodically. I don't know. I don't want to be surrounded by lies and more lies and the dysfunction that is going to be the United States of America. But I can't just walk away knowing that people are being fed untruths. So I have to think about that. I have another week to pray on this thing. And I'm going to fast regardless because I'm fasting with a church starting on the 20th. But I have to see what it means for me in my usage of meta products. Because it's really meta that I'm not dealing with. You know, if TikTok stays around, I'll definitely come back to TikTok. But I'm not doing Facebook, IG, and threads, hopefully. We shall see. But yeah, be in service to people and be intentional about spreading the truth. And you know how you get to the truth? By being curious, asking questions, and not seeing through a lens. Like I remember I had a mentor, or I have a mentor, I should say, and a friend, but she always used to say, clean your filter, talking about the filter, you know, like in the dryer where it says clean before each use. Because when you don't clean the filter of the lens you see the world in, it's cloudy, it's distorted, it's not what it really is. You don't see what's really there. And so I would say to each one of you, clean your filter every day so that you can see what is true and what is not. A lot of people will be living in an alternative universe because their filter is not cleaned. Okay, so that's all I have. All right, take care. Know that I love you. Bye bye.